I want to take you guys along with me to see how it's like traveling by yourself. Is it safe? What type of things do you need to be careful of, and so on. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button, like and comment. Today you're coming along with me because I am traveling by myself. Yes, by myself. I have nobody with me. It's just me by myself. I'm currently inside public transport, as some people call it keke, whichever way you want to call it. So I want to take you guys along with me to see how it's like traveling by yourself. Is it safe? What type of things do you need to be careful of, and so on. So first of all, the first thing I would say is make sure that if you are going to use a keke, that you use one that you know, that you've been using for a while. So the one that I called is someone who I've used a few times, so I trust to go with him. So he's taking me with me. He's taking me as I run a few errands, sorry. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how it's like, if it's safe or not. So far it's going good, but yeah, let's continue on with the journey. See you guys as we go along. Bye.
Kekes are a common public transport used in Sierra Leone. Kekes can be used for a single trip or hired for a whole day. You can access a keke by either stopping one on the street or going through an agency where they will allocate you a keke and a driver for either a single trip or for a whole day. Personally, I like to find my own keke drivers, so no, I don't use an agency. To ensure that I'm safe traveling alone, I made sure that I used a keke driver who I'd built rapport with. So this is somebody who I'd driven with either with my sister, my friends, or my mom, or any other family member. And when I felt comfortable with them, I went ahead and took the leap and traveled alone. To be honest with you, Salon is very safe and you can find a keke driver practically in every corner, and you can simply just ask them for their number and they give you their number, and they'll pick you up from your house or anywhere, anytime, and it kind of become like your personal driver. So my first time traveling alone, I traveled with somebody who everybody practically knew, and I made sure that everybody or somebody knew that I was driving with this keke driver. But yeah, so this is what I did on my first day. Let's go on to day 2 and find out how that went.
Guys, so this is day 2 of me traveling by myself. As you can see, it's just me. Again, I'm off to run errands by myself. So far everything is good. I feel safe. Again, I am riding with a keke who I know and who, I've built a rapport with, so I feel really safe with him taking me to different places that I'm going to. So yeah, so far it's going good. So see you guys on my next conversation about me, traveling by myself. So see you guys.
So day 1 went great. I felt very confident. In day 2, traveling alone. But to make sure that you are safe, there is safety procedures that you do have to put in place when you are traveling alone. Now, anybody would tell you if you're taking any form of public transport that you should do these things, and these things are: make sure that your bag and your phone are kept very close with you. Don't leave your bag to dangle on the floor while you're sat in the keke, and also only pick up or use your phone if it's for an emergency. Although Sierra Leone is a safe country, petty crimes are very common, and one of the most common petty crime is theft of phone and theft of bag while you're in a public transport. So please make sure that you only answer your phone if it's necessary. Keep your bags very close to you and just be very alert. So yeah, let's go ahead to day 3. Let's see what happened.
So this is day 3 of me traveling by myself. As you can see, I'm all alone and I'm in the keke right now. Again, I haven't had any issues or anything. Another safe journey. I'm heading a bit further than I normally travel today, so yeah, it's been safe so far. So in terms of communication wise with like exact time you need to be there. Maybe tell them to get there like an hour and a half earlier to protect yourself. So that's what I would say. But so far so good.
Day 3, I had a few minor issues with my keke driver, and this was to do with time management. Unfortunately, if you do hire a keke driver, please note it's not all the time they're going to be on time, so do give an ample amount of time for them to arrive, because they will be late. So moving on, I think it's very important for me to also mention a few other things as well. For example, cost, because I know you're probably thinking, how much does it cost to take a keke in Sierra Leone? So from one place to another, I personally tend to pay like 30 to 40,000. If I'm gonna go ahead and hire a keke driver for several amount of hours, it can go from 100,000 to 150,000 to 200,000. Again, depending on the length of the time, but with all keke drivers you can negotiate a price with them, and they are very much flexible. But at the same time, as advised, every single person double the price they give you, because at the end of the day it really does help them. So let me just state the obvious: if you do hire a keke, it is going to be you in the keke by yourself. You're not sharing the keke with anybody else. It's just going to be you and your driver. However, you do also have the option as well to allow your keke driver to allow other passengers to come into the keke, which means that they will pay for the duration of their ride, and then you pay for the duration of your ride. Personally, for me, when I hire a keke, I tend to not allow any passengers to come in. I tend to just have it all to myself. It's a personal preference, but just letting you guys know of the options which are available. There is no Uber in Sierra Leone, so the means of moving around is very much the fastest way of moving around and safest way of moving around is with a keke. I know many people are comfortable taking a bike, but unfortunately I just don't feel confident with taking a bike. I just don't think it's safe, and I wouldn't necessarily advise anyone to take a bike in Sierra Leone. Another means of transport which I haven't mentioned is a poda bus. These are buses which tend to be used mainly by locals, I would say. There are another form of way for you to move around, and operates just like your normal bus would in the UK or in America. They can be very, very overcrowded because there's not really much of a regulation in terms of how many people should actually be in the bus. So one thing I would say to those of you who are considering taking a bus is it will be very overcrowded, and like I mentioned, there's not really much safety put in place to prevent that. So really just take caution and just use your initiative. Please do note, these are my personal experiences and tips. The type of experience you will have with a keke driver varies, and it may not always be as smooth. So please be cautious, be aware of your surrounding, and if you don't feel safe, share your location with somebody who you trust. So those are my tips and also my experience of traveling alone in public transport in Sierra Leone. If there's anything I have not covered or you have any questions, then please do go ahead and write it in the comment section. If you like this video, then please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you are not already a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye.